This conference will now be recorded.
Yesterday's class, we were talking about interface. What is an interface? Whenever you would like to share certain Lightning resources to a multiple component, to a multiple application, we use Lightning interface. Lightning interface is a Lightning element used for sharing Lightning resources. What are the resources you can share? You can share attribute. You can share method. You can share event. Lightning interface can share only three elements or resources of Lightning: attribute, method, attribute, method, and event. Last class or yesterday's class, I was showing you how to create an interface, how to go ahead and declare an event inside an interface, how to go ahead and use the interface using an extend keyword. Using an implement keyword. With an implement keyword, you implement interface. In the class, whenever you create an interface, it is must that you have to implement all the methods. But in Lightning, if you declare two Aura methods, it is not mandate that you have to use both. You can use only one or as per your requirement. Right? Yesterday, I was showing you interface with attribute. What is interface with attribute? Whenever you want to share an attribute with multiple component, multiple applications, we go by interface with attribute, where we declare the attribute only once and we use it at multiple locations. Each location, the attribute will act and work individually. Even if you assign a value to an attribute called Rupam, in another component you will assign a value called Salman Khan. In another component you assign the same Rupam with the same name with Shah Rukh Khan. These will not conflict with each other. They work as an individual instance. Today I'm going to start with interface with event. Interface with event. Let me log in. Rupam @lt123.com. Password CRM1234#. I'm logging into my Lightning environment. I click on Setup. I click on Developer Console. This is the place where we have been doing the Lightning programming. I close all the yesterday's interface class, and now I create a new interface. Let it be full screen. File. Right? Today we are going to see how to use event, how to share an event with an interface. First step, create event, new Lightning event. What is the event name? LE_1302 underscore example1 underscore, right? Interface, interface with event. That's the name of the event. Control C. Interface with event. I click on save. I close the description. I only keep, let me open it, Lightning event. Why we created LE yesterday? LI, interface is LI, no? Why we created LE yesterday? It's wrong then. We should have named it as LI. Okay, anyhow, done is done. Now, I create an event. What type of event I'm creating? I'm creating a component event. component event I'm creating, right? What is a component event? Event that propagates from child to a parent level, from lower to an upper level. We call them as component event. Now see that component event. Inside the component event, I will declare attribute. Aura attribute attribute. Aura attribute. Name equals to name. Type equals to string. See, I'm declaring an attribute inside an event. I'm creating an event, and inside the event, I'm declaring an attribute. Perfect. I say Control S. Now, the next step, I'll create interface. File, new, lightning interface. I will say LI, lightning interface, LI. I click on save. Let me copy the interface name also, Control C. This is my interface, LI. I click on submit. One interface gets created. Description, interface with event. Inside this, not attribute, I remove it. Here, inside the interface, you will register the event. Aura, registr, register. Aura, register event. Inside the interface, you can only register the event. You cannot use handler. You can only use registering the event. Interface can be used only for firing an event, so that multiple components can fire a single event. Right? Multiple components can fire single event. Multiple applications can fire an event. What does that mean, Rupam? Let's go with the diagram first. Paint anyhow is not working. So let me take a blank PPT. Insert, new slide, and I will say blank slide. Here we go. Right? Let's understand what is an interface, right? Shape, square box. This is an interface. 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 This is an interface. Now, this is an application. Two applications. In fact, there could be one more application. There are three applications. All the applications I will fill with green color. As usual, I do always. Application. Interface, and this is the application. Here. Application. app1. Control C, Control V. app2. Right? Control V. Control C, Control V. app3. Inside the application, let's assume two components. Two components. Inside that, there is a one more component. Inside that, there is a one more component. Okay, something. Application 1. Right here, there is a one more. Let's assume. These are all components, okay? Now here, there's only one. Next. Next. There. Perfect. Let's understand. Now I'm placing a button. Here, the button is here. Black. Here, in the second application, the button is here. In the third application, the button is here. Right? Now, all the three components wants event. Will you create three event? Realistically, yes. But with an interface, I will not create three events. I will just create one event. I will just create one event. This is the event that I'm creating. I will create one event. This inside the interface, I have event. Interface with event. This event now can be used by multiple components. This event, for example, there is, right? Let's assume that there's a one more button. Right? Two buttons in application one. Both wants to use the event. Suppose this first button fires the event. Who can receive? The red can receive, the orange can receive, the green can receive. Let's assume that the second button is clicked. Who can receive? The red can receive of the second component, the orange of the second component will receive, the green will receive. Green will receive both the button click. Button 1, B1, right? It will B1, B2, right? B1 and B2. Here I'm writing B1. This is button 1. This is B2, button 2, right? Button 2. Whether button 1 is clicked, button 2 is clicked, the app will receive both because it's a what? It's a component event. Component event always travel up in the hierarchy. You know this by now. Component event always travels up in the hierarchy. This is the way the component event goes, right? Everywhere, right? This is the way the component event will go. From lower to higher. This is the way the component event goes. Now, how many events you need? For example, for this application, you need one event. For another application, one more event. No, we can declare the event here. And all the three applications can use the one event. That means, in another word, in a real time, in a project, I don't need 20 events. One event is enough. Everybody can call this event. Whichever component wants event, right? We can use this like this. We can create an interface and we can see every application. There are two applications of Lightning, but only one event. I don't need to create two different events, three different events. If I require 100 events, I don't need to create 100 events. I can just create one event in the project. And that one event can be used by anyone, everyone throughout the project. The way you will create one field called name. Wherever you want the name field, anyone, everyone can use the name field. Anyone, everyone can use the name field. Same thing now, right? We have event, right? Anyone and everyone can use this event. event can be shared, and only firing of event can be shared, not handling of event. That is the reason inside the interface, I am saying aura register event. Name, name equals to COMMO1. Common event. Name equals to common event. Type, type aura register event. Name equals to common event. Type equals to, right, C:, the event name. Here is the event name, LE. So in the interface, I have registered the event. Now this interface can be used by any application, any component. Let's do it. File, new, lightning component. I'm creating LC. LC, right? Interface with event. I'm trying to reduce the name. Interface with event. Interface with event. Underscore, right? I will say app1 underscore C, right? Child. C1. 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 See, C1. Copy the name. I paste it here, right? This is app1. Like this, I will have two apps, app1, one. Like this, I'll have app2. app2. I can have app1, app2. App1, app2. Now I'm creating child. Child. In the child, I will fire the event. Parent will get, grandparent will get. Same thing I'll do here. In the child, in the app2 also, event will be fired to the child. But both app1 and app2 will call the same event. That's what my whole purpose is. Two different apps. I don't want to create two different events. I want a same event. That is called sharing of event, right? So now I click on, right, submit. App1 C1. I close it, right? I will say lightning card. Lightning card. Title equals to app1 child fire the event. Fire the event. Fire the event. I will give app1 fire the event. To fire an event, you need a button. LIGHT lightning. BUTTON button. Lightning button. Label equals to submit. On click, I want to call a function. Exclamation C dot, call me. Control S. C dot, call me. Right? C dot, call me. Right? C dot, call me. Control C, I go to the controller. Call me. Whoever wants to fire has to call the event, has to register the event actually. But you don't need to register the event here. You just go ahead and say implements. IMPLEMENTS. Implements equals to implement the interface. Implement interface. C:, interface name. Interface name. Here is that LI. Lightning interface. In the interface, you have already registered the event. See, already registered is done. So in the component, I don't need to register. I can directly go to the controller called call me, and I can say what? Where event equals to component dot. What is the name? Get event. What is the value to give? Get event. And what is the name of the event we registered? We registered an event with a name called common event. Get it? Here, I will pass an parameter. evt dot set params, set params. In a curly bracket, in a JSON format. Key. What is the key? In the event, I have an attribute called as name. Name. I want to set it with some value. What is that? I want to set it with Rupam. Right? COM. Component. See? And now I will fire the event. evt.fire. There we go. We have fired the event. Who can receive? Right? C1 can receive. C1 can fire, C1 can receive. Whoever has to receive has to use what? Aura handler. So there we go. So this component is firing, this component is receiving. AURA, Aura, HANDLER, handler. Aura handler. Name. Nickname is very important. You know this. For component event, nickname is important. For application event, nickname has nothing. Waste. Right? Name. Name the event. What is the name of the event? While registering, we use common event. Name, common event. That was the name. Right? That was the name. Event, event. Event. Right? Event. What is that? Event is the event we have. What is the event name? This is the one. Control C. Event equals to event. Action, right? Action, ACTION action equals to whenever the event occurs, I want an action. C dot ACTION action me. C dot action me. Control S, Aura handler, name, event, action. What is action? Control C. I go to the controller. I create one more action. I create one more action. Here we go. And here I will say alert. Alert. Alert what? I am the child. I fired the event, and I can also listen the event. I fired the event, and I can also listen the event. See, I fired the event, and I can also listen the event. This is the message I'll get. Right? What happened? What happened?
7th comma is the rule.
Right? So what happened? Line number 8. Line number 8.
Line number 7 comma.
7 comma is missing because it's a next function. There we go. Saved. Done. Always use line number. Always use line number. Line number in programming, make an habit. Your no rippangane line number it should start. As soon as your mouth opens, it should start, hey Rupam, line number 7, comma missing, rather than comma missing, right? Always use line number, right? Not only now, in real time also. It'll be easy to find where it is. Use line number. That is the reason Salesforce is giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's giving you a line number. Perfect. We created a component. Let's create one more component, new lightning component. I will say P1, parent one. I copy the name. I keep it here. In the app one, this is the parent. Inside the parent, there's a child, C1. I click on submit. I created a new component called as P1. P1 wants to listen. So lightning card title equals to parent. Now let us see how we get the title here. App1 child fire the event. Same naming convention I'm for app1 parent. Listen the event. WA want to listen the event. Listen the event. See, app1 parent want to listen the event. When this will become a parent? When you will call a child inside it. C colon. What is that? Here we go. I'm calling the child component now. C colon. I'm calling the child component. Then only it will become a parent. Whoever wants to listen, they have to use aura handler. So I'm copying and pasting the aura handler. Control C. Aura handler. Name equals to common event. Event name. Action equals to action me. Control S. I go to the controller and I say action me. Did it come? There we go. Here. Alert. Alert. Alert what? This is parent. And I can hear the event. Control S. Over. Now I'll create an app. New lightning application. It's app one. It's LA. App one.
Become
Click
in the
on
parent
submit.
to implements, right? We have to write implements interface.
Yes, correct. Implements. Everybody has to implement it. Where is this event? This event is in an interface. So you have to say implements. Implements what? The interface. Where is the interface? Lightning interface. Control C. C colon. In the parent also you have to implement interface. Implement the interface. Right? I go to the application. In application also I will say implements. Control S. Application is also implementing. Extend. Force. SLDS. Here also, right? I'm calling the parent now. C colon. Which component? Call the parent because inside the parent child is there. See? Now, application also wants to listen the event. Whoever wants to listen the event, they have to call aura handler. If application doesn't want to listen, then this implement is not required. See, aura handler. Now I'll say action me. I go to the controller. I say my action me. Alert. Alert. This is application. I can hear the event. Controllers. See?
Yeah, we can get that params, right? Parameters.
Yes, we can. We can get the param everywhere. As simple as that.
Okay.
Event dot get param. Event dot get param. Yes, you can. And you can display in the message. Hi, Rupam. 100%. The way we did in the event, do the same thing here. Even though I declared an event, in the event there is a parameter called name. In the name I've passed Rupam, but I'm not using it anywhere. If you want, you can use it. Everywhere you can see event.getParam, and you can go ahead and get the value, store in variable, and alert. Hi, Rupam. You can start writing. Now I have created an interface. Preview.
But where we are passing that input param value, like here we haven't seen any input text or something. Just we are passing
Directly I'm
attribute.
passing, no? I'm directly passing. I'm hard coding the value here, Rupam.
Okay.
I'm hard coding the value. So if you have taken input, take input, create a variable var1 component.get, and then put that var1 here. Name equals to var1. In this line, go ahead and declare var1 equals to component.get. Currently, I've hard coded the value.
Okay. Yep.
Right. There we go. I click the button submit. I am child. I fired the event, and I can also listen the event. Next. This is parent. I can hear the event. Next. This is application. I can hear the event. See? From lower to upper. This is application 1. Application 1. Application 1. Now I'm closing everything. Close. I will use the same event for another application. I will not create an event. I will directly creating a component. LC app2 child. See, LC app2 earlier was app1 child. Now I'm creating app2 child. Here we go. Control C. App2 child. Earlier was app1. Now it's app2. I click on submit. Same event I can call. Implements. C colon. I'm in application 2, but I'm implementing the same interface. Here, lightning card. Lightning card. Title. Application 2. Child. Fire and receive. Fire and receive. Fire and receive. Control S. Inside this, I'll have a button. Right? What is a button? Lightning. BUTTU and button. Variant equals to brand. Blue button will come. Label equals to hi. On click. Exclamation hi me. C dot. Control S. Go ahead, copy hi me, come to the controller. Hi me. Whichever component wants to fire has to register. Register is already done, and we have implemented the interface also. So I don't need to re-register again. I can directly get the event here. Var EVT equals to component dot get event. What is the name of the event? What is the name of the event? Common event. We give a name. We should have copied the name also. right? COMMON, common event. Correct name, no? If you remember. If the spelling is little bit wrong, it will not take it. Common event. Next, you want to pass the parameter? No. EVT dot fire. I'm firing the event. See, firing the event is done. Firing the event is done. Over. Whoever wants to listen, they have to use handler. This component fired and this component want to listen. Aura, HANDLER, handler. Aura handler. Aura handler. Name equals to COMMON, common event, common event. Name. Event. Event name equals to C colon. There we go. The event name. Event name. Action. Action equals to exclamation C dot ACT act me. Control S. Copy act me. Come to the controller. Comma. Next. Semicolon. Copy this. And one curly bracket. There we go. Here. Alert. Hi. This is child. I fired and I heard the event. See, I fired and I heard the event. Over. You can call this inside a parent. You can call inside a parent, parent to grandparent, grandparent to application. You can do anything, right? Now, Control S. I will directly create an application. New Lightning application. LA app. LA app. App 2. Done. I'm directly calling the child there. Extends equals to force SLDS. Implements equals to right, C colon interface name. Everybody is implementing the interface. Control S. Whoever wants to handle, they have to use Aura handler. So there we go. I copy it. In the application also Aura handler. In the application, you have to call the component C colon. What is my component? My component is this. Acme. Copy. I go to the controller. I put it here. Alert. Alert. Alert what? Hi. Heard the event. Heard the event. See. Control S everywhere. What happened? Saving. Let it save. Saved. Now I click on preview. See. I click on hi. See. Hi, this is child. I fired. I can hear the event. Next. Hi. Heard the event. Application. Right. Copy this link. Wait. Close. I'm opening. Press enter. The event loads. Next. File. Open. Which one? No. Sorry. File. Open Lightning resources. Today's date. 13. Where is 1302? Here we go. 1302. LA. App 1. I'm opening that also. I click on preview. Now see that Both the apps are there. App 1, app 2. This is app 1. This is app 2, application 2. Here you click the button. Hi. Here also you click the button. Hi, this is child. I fired the event. Both the application, it's working as usual. See, submit, next, parent, next, application, done. Hi, I heard the event. Okay. See. Hi, child. Hi, heard the event. See, two applications using same event. App 1, app 2. Like this, app 3 can also use. Like this, you can fire the event with another component you can create and you can put a button there. In a project, in simple word, one event is enough. You don't need to create 100 events in a project. If you just create, whole project can have only one event. Same event can be used by multiple components differently. That means in a project, if two events are created, that's enough. One application, one component. And that event can be used wherever required n number of times using interface. You don't need to create n events. You don't need to create multiple events. Clear, guys? Able to understand everyone? Clear, guys? Able to understand this?
Yes, Rupam.
Yes. What is the use of interface with event? Right? You don't, interface is useful for sharing, reusability, reducing lightning components. You don't need to create multiple attributes. You can declare attributes in an interface and every component application can use that attribute without redeclaring them again. You can use method. Method is from up to down. From top to down is called method. Events are from down to top, bubbling. Bubbling are called events. Inheritance are called method. See, up to down, down to up. Both you can share with interface. You can declare a method, you can declare an event inside it. Right? So I created an interface with the event and both the application using the same event and it's working very different. I mean, it's working as if different events are created. One button is not conflicting with the other. One button is not conflicting with the other. That is called as interface with event. Interface with event. Interface with event. Everybody clear? Anybody has any questions? Lightning interface. What is lightning interface? What is the use of lightning interface? See, it's for sharing. Lightning resources can be shared using interface. What are the resources you can share? Attributes, methods, and events. That's it. Nothing more than that. Clear, everyone? Yes. Anyone has any question before I move to the next topic? Anyone has any questions before I move to the next topic? Right. Where we use in the project? Where in project we use it for sharing attributes, for sharing method, for sharing event. In simple word, we will just create one component, one lightning, one component event, one application event. Two events are created. Using interface, I can use this two event across all the components that I'm building. That is the use. Right? Next one called token. Write down. The last lightning right element that we are going to create is called token. Lightning token. Let's understand lightning token. Put a heading called as lightning token. Lightning token. Put a heading called as lightning token. Write down. Right? Centralized location. Centralized location to define. Centralized location to define design element and definition. Centralized location to define design element, design elements, design elements is called design token, is called design token, is called design token, is called design tokens, tokens, S, put S, design tokens, right? Write down the properties, number one. Write down the properties, number one. Design tokens support CSS resources. Design tokens supports only CSS resource. Design tokens supports only CSS resources. Number one. Number two, right? Token supports only one default name. Token supports only one default name. Only one default name. In a single quotes, write default tokens dot tokens. Default tokens, T capital, dot tokens, all single word. Default tokens dot token. Next, third one. Right, third one. A tokens collection has aura token. A tokens collection has aura token to define design values. A tokens collection has aura token to define design collections or design value collections. Now, let's understand. What is this, by the way? A token story entity. There is an app. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me copy the same slide rather than wasting the time. Right? Perfect. I'm removing it. Delete all these arrows. Now, there are three apps. In each app, you have used the color. App color is green. Component colors are yellow, red, pink, white. Like this, you created three applications. Right? Each component color, you have to go, for example, in the application, if you want to apply a color, you have to go to the style. You have to apply the color. Similarly, in the component, if you want to apply a color, you have to go to the style of the component bundle. You have to apply the color. You did this, let's assume You did this for 3 applications as of now. Now your client comes and tell you, hey, we don't like green. We want purple. All my applications colors has to be changed to purple. All the orange has to be changed to, let's say, that black. What will you do now? What will you do? You have to open each application. You have to go to the CSS. You have to make a change there. If there are 3 applications, you have to open 3 applications and you have to go to the CSS bundle change. If like this, if there are 100 components are there, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 orange components. You want to change them to black. Right? Getting it? Now there are 6 orange components. You want to change all the 6 to black. Then you have to open each component. You have to go to the CSS, change the background color to black. Right? So in 6 components, you have to open CSS and each component you have to make the changes. Like this, if there are 100 components, will you be able to make changes? Somebody says that, hey, the button color has to be pink. Do you know that in which component buttons are placed? There are 100 components we have created. As of now, if you go to my file, open lightning resources, these many lightning we have created. Do you know how many in which component buttons are there? How many components will you open like this, and how many components button color will you change? This is a dummy environment. In real time, there'll be hundreds of component. Can you open each component and then click on the style and then change the color? Can you do that? You cannot. Able to understand the problem now? Yes.
For same as like custom settings we did in Apex.
Correct. Same thing here. We need a centralized location where you define the design. And here it is called as token. They are called as lightning token. Lightning token. Here you will put color green, color, what color? Button color green or color background, BKGRND, color background green. I will define it here. I will say CLRBTN, color button black, color button black. Now see, I'm using the color button black, right? I'm using it everywhere. I'm using it everywhere. Right? Now you see. So what is happening is that I am not defining the value black in each component. I will define in the lightning token, and that I will use here. Tomorrow, if you want to change it to, let's say that I want to change it to some other color called blue. Automatically, wherever these buttons are used, they will immediately change to blue. I don't need to go ahead and make an individual change. I don't need to make an individual change everywhere. No. I don't even know in which component buttons are there. So you don't need to know. Automatically the color will change to blue because you are maintaining the color at a centralized location. We call them as lightning token, only used for CSS designing. Similar to custom setting, but it's not a custom setting. In a custom setting, you can store a value true, false. You can store a checkbox. Here you cannot. You can only use it for CSS. Now here, see, You maintain the green color. Tomorrow you change it to pink, right? Immediately you change pink here, all the components will change to pink. This is called lightning token, a centralized location where you store your designing element values. And those designing element values are now used across the component. Actually, this is the first thing that you should do in a project. Whenever you start a project, first thing is that before you even start creating a component, before you even start creating an element or an application, you should first create, right? You should first create what? Token. In a project, the first element to be created is always a token. Because once the tokens are created, you can use these tokens in your application, in your component. Right? Lightning token. I'm giving him a name. LT underscore today's date 1302 underscore example1 underscore lightning token TOKEN token. I'm creating a token. I will say token size, token size, token size. I click on submit. Here we go. Aura tokens. Now inside the token, you have to define token. Tokens is there. Now you'll say aura TOKENS tokens. Name equals to, what is that? I said size. I will say font SIZE, font size. Value equals to 20 pixel. A font size normal NRML token. Like this, let me create a couple of tokens. I'll change it, okay? Font size header HDR 40 pixel. Right? Border size, all the size I'm maintaining here. BRDR, border size, normal, 3 pixel. Border size special border, SPL, equals to 8 pixel. 8 pixel. See, 8 pixel. 8 pixel. I will say byte box height. Box height. What is that? Standard box height is, let's say that standard box height is I'm just thinking height equals to 250. Standard STND, standard box height. Standard box width. I will say token. I will say special box height. Special box width. How much? 350 by 400. See, I defined a token. What happened? Line number 2, right? Line number 2, tag found. Line number 2, tokens, aura. These are all token. Why? Yes. Inside a tokens, there'll be token controllers over. See, I created a token where I am defining all the height, size, only size. A token contains definition of all size. That's it. Nothing else. I have nothing else. Can I use this token? No, you cannot use this token. For example, I'm creating a component, new lightning component. I will say LC lightning component token use one. Component name is token use one. I say submit. It's a component. In the component, I have a div. div div. Div is a division. I have a div. I say class equals to my box. I'll say hi. Good morning. MOR. Good morning. This is a box. I want to apply height to this box. My box. I go to the style. Style. In the style, not helper. I'm coming to the style. Style. This dot my box. My box. What do you want? Height. HEIGHT height. I will not give the value here. I will use it from the token. Here is a token. Height. Standard box height. See? You will use height equals to token. And in bracket, you have to say standard box height. As soon as I say Control S, system will give error. Sorry, I don't recognize this. Why? Because the default name has to be default token. I recognize only one token called default token. Who asked you to create a token called as LC1302 example 1 token size? I already told you that I don't recognize any custom name. I recognize only one name called as default token. Why did you create a LT lightning token? You shouldn't. That is one of the point I give you. The default token should be named as default token. That means system doesn't recognize other than this token. Again, I'm creating new lightning token. What should be the name? No, the name should be, what should be the name? DEFAULT, default tokens. The name is default tokens. See, default tokens. You cannot put any other name. System doesn't recognize any other name other than this. I click on submit. See, I created one more token here. Inside the token, I will define colors. What is that? Aura token. Aura token. Name equals to font, FONT, font CLR. Font color. Value equals to blue. Value equals to blue. Next, normal font color. NRML, normal font color. Next, all the colors I'm defining. Like this, I'm creating multiple tokens. Special font color. Purple. Right? Normal line color. Orange. Special. SPCL. Special line color. Special line color. Red. Next. HEDR, header color. Green. See, all the colors I've taken. Right? Token. Now I come here. I want to apply a border color. I want to apply a border color, or I want to apply, okay, let's go ahead and define one more token, background color. Token, BGCLR, pink. See, in the default token, I have a token called as BG color. Now I'll use it. Height, system is giving error. System is giving error. But if I take background color, BACKGROUND, background, GROUND, background. Background equals to token. What is a token? BG color, Control S. See, no error at all. No error at all. Because system recognize only default token. See, font color. Background color is now what is the BG color? BG color. Here I'm not defining the value. BG color is here, which is pink. On that, I will say font color, normal font color I'll take. See, I will say color. Oh, no, not like this. Token. You have to use a word called token. Token, name of the token. Nowhere I'm hard coding the values of my CSS in my style sheets. I'm using BG color. Color equals to BG color. Now you see, file, new, lightning application, LA underscore 1302 underscore example 1 underscore TOKN token use. This is the application I'm creating. Right, let me copy this name, Control C, submit. Extends equals to force. Extend equals to force SLDS. Extend equals to force SLDS. Here I will call my component C colon token underscore use 1. Control S. Spelling is wrong somewhere. Not LA, it is LC. LC, Control S. Now you click on preview, you'll see the output. You will get a pink box with a blue font. Tomorrow, client says that, hey, right, I don't want blue. Can you change it? Can you change it to black? You don't need to change anywhere. Just come to the token and change the value to black. All the fonts everywhere will change to black now. That's it. You don't need to make change to any lightning component. Come and refresh here. Font will come in black now. See, it came in black. If 100 lightning components are using this token, all the fonts of 100 lightning will change. Now, Rupam, we created a token called as LT13 to example 1 token size. Right now, Rupam, how the size will be working? Okay, color you have defined in the default token, it's working. But then what if only one token works, then why should I have a button called as new lightning token? Why should we have? Right? You can create your custom token. Then if I create a custom token, system is not recognizing it. Yes, it will. Come to the token and use a word called as extends. 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 Extends to what? C colon, the token name. LT underscore 1302 underscore example 1 underscore TOKN token underscore SIZE size. Control S. See, I'm in the default token, guys. My default token is now been extended to a custom token. Now I can use this. Now I can use it. You want what? Let's say that I want height. Height token. This one I will take it from where? My custom token I'm taking. See, height equals to, where is that? Standard box height. This is not a lightning token. This is not from a default token. It is from a custom. Height width, width, width token. Colors are in default token. All the widths, heights, sizes are in, see, in my custom token. Like this you can use, Control C. You have to give border style, dotted or something. That also you can define in the token. You can define in the token. I want my border size, border width. Because if you come and refresh, right? See, height and width is been defined now. Standard box. Anybody can use this token. So remember that first token name should be default tokens. D small, T capital by default. You cannot do anything. Right? Second token name can be anything. And second token you can use by extend keyword. You can create a third token. For example, I'm creating a third token, a new lightning token. LT underscore 1302 underscore example 1 underscore TOKN token 3 underscore miscellaneous. I'm creating a token called miscellaneous. Control C. Total, how many tokens are there? 3 tokens are there in my system. One is the default token, which is controlling the color. One is the size token, which is controlling the size. The third token, which is controlling the miscellaneous. First token, default token, is connected to the second token. I go to my second token. I say extends. I extend to C colon, the third token. 1 is connected to 2, 2 is connected to 3. System recognize only the 1 first. It doesn't recognize 2 and 3 directly unless until you join it. Now you see, right? Third token, token 3 is connected to size token. Size token is connected to default token. My default token in the orange you can see on the top, default token. Now here I will say, what I will say, aura token. Aura token. Name equals to BRDR border STL1 border style 1. See, value equals to solid. Like this, I have border style 2, border style 3 is solid. I will say dotted. Dotted. I will say, right, double. See, Control S. This token, I can use my component. See, I can use here. I can use it here. Right? What is that? Right? Google CSS. Open CSS. Border dash style. Border border, width, let's, okay, border. What are the borders we have? See, border hyphen style. Now I'm going ahead and I'm using border style. Where is the border style? Token. Which token? Token 3. I want dotted or I want solid. Take the solid. I come here, I say solid. Remember that colors are coming from default token. All the colors are coming from, all the height and width are coming from token 1. All the miscellaneous is coming from token 3. Like this you define. You don't hard code the values and styles. Over, guys. Next time when you refresh this, you'll get the border also. See, black border. In the box, you got the border. Everybody understood? Yes or no? Everyone understood? What is the use of token? How to use the token? Anybody has any confusions, questions, can please.
Tokens
Is
will
it clear,
support,
guys?
yeah, tokens will support only CSS, not for the variables like string,
No.
integers.
Only
Okay.
CSS. It can be only in, you can use token only inside style. You cannot use inside a controller token. Controller doesn't recognize tokens. Helper doesn't recognize token. Component doesn't recognize token. Only style recognize. Only the style. Any questions, anyone? Remember that the first token name has to be default token. After that, you can create a number of tokens, and you have to keep on connecting by extend keyword. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, and then you can use this token in your CSS. System will take the values from your token. Tomorrow, if you want to change, just come and change the token value. And if that token has been used in 100 places, the reflection will be done in 100 places. You don't need to open 100 components. One place change, it will change in 100 places. We call them as token. We call them as tokens. Clear? Clear, everyone? By this, we completed application, component, interface, event, token. Rupam, what is the use of application? Only to preview? As of now, yes. The work of application is only to preview. If you remember, you don't need for deployment. I don't need application. I need component. In the component, we'll check it. Available for flexi page, available for tab page, available for home page, available for record page. That means application is totally waste. Only at the time of development, if you want to see how my output will look, we use application. We call the application, we call the component in an application to see the output. We call a component inside an application to see the output. Otherwise, application has no value. The important is your component. This is the core development. Any type of sharing interface, any type of event, application or component event, any type of style definition, token. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone?
Yes, Rupam.
Right? So static resources are mostly used for, right? Static resources are mostly used for classic. There you can create, you can go ahead and you can create a static resource called what? I can go ahead and I created static resource called CSS. And you can say my style. I've shown you in the Visual Force. You define your CSS and then you say includes, right, Apex style sheet. Go ahead and $resource, exclamation $resource dot. That is called static resources. Static resources are used for storing images. When we were doing CSS, we displayed an HDFC Bank image. For that, we use static resources. Right. So, clear everyone? The last topic of your lightning. Anybody has any questions can please raise.
Rupam, what is SVG?
We don't need this all. Once upon a time, we used to use SVG. Once again, I'm repeating it. Today, these are for scalar vector group. We don't use design. We don't use SVGs. These are for creating icons. 2015, when Lightning was launched, that time, right, there were no Lightning design system. Today, we are just saying icon. What you're doing, we're going to the design system, we're picking the icon from there. Standard colon, utility colon. But that time, right, icons were not available and we used to create icons using SVG, right? Scalar vector group. It is to create an icon. Why it is still there? Because company who has implemented Lightning in 2015 has built icon using SVG. If this SVG is not there, then icon will not be supported today. So just to support the legacy Lightning, SVG is there. Designs are there. We don't use now in the current environment. Designs and SVGs are replaced with Lightning design system. Re-render. We don't use re-render because we have INIT. Re-render is at the time of loading, refresh, INIT, initialization. We have a function called as aura handler, name equals to INIT, right? INIT. We don't use. Towards the end, I will write a re-render program. I'll show you in case if you want to write, but doesn't make a difference. Documentation, right? Here, you can start writing documentation. What is the documentation? Documentation is nothing but any type of documents, knowledge, KT, regarding this component you want to write, you can write here. Something like this. Aura example, name equals to example name. Aura, right? So that aura example. You're giving certain examples for that. Aura example, right? Account name. Example is like this. Account name we define like this. This is the program. This is called documentation, right? Here we document everything. You can say aura example name equals to, right, DVLOPMNT, development background. Development background. What is that? Why did we create this component? Hi, this component was created because of this, right? This component has this component can be used in this location. This component, documentation. Documentation. We use the documentation. Save. I'm saving it. To write something, to store something about information about this development, about the button, about the control, about the event, why the event is used, so that next time when developer comes, he need not to search the document in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, nothing. Directly he'll open the component, he will read the documentation from here itself. For knowledge transfer, we use documentation. We use it, yes, some company use, even we use it. Documentation. Right. Style. Helper. Any common thing we write in the helper. Helper. Controller, you know that. First system will call the controller. Controller can call helper. If you remember, the same thing. Component will never call the helper directly. Component will call controller. Controller can call helper or re-render. Two things. So SVG, scalar vector group. You need not to worry about it, need not to read. Nobody will ask you a question also about it. Design, nobody will ask you. Every interview in the real time will focus on component, controller, helper, style. These 4 elements only. Remaining are not that used, not that great. They're just to support legacy lightning components. That's the reason they are there. Very soon these will be removed. Design and SVG will be gone. Re-render also will be gone. Documentation will be there. In another couple of release, you'll be able to see only 5 bundle elements: component, controller, helper, style, documentation. That's it. Remaining all will be released after the company completes the migration. All legacy. 2015 Lightning deployment legacy holders. They need to migrate to the new Lightning icon system, design system. Once they migrate, this SVG and design will be removed. Clear? Anyone has any questions? Anybody has any questions before I move to the last topic? Perfect. The last topic of Lightning is, how can I use a Lightning component in a Visualforce page? How can I use a Lightning component in a Visualforce page? That is where you need use of application. Lightning application are used only for 2 things. Number 1, previewing your development. Number 2, Lightning out. Whenever you want to export a Lightning component to another environment, whenever you want to export a Lightning component to a non-Lightning environment, we use Lightning application. See, without creating a component, I'm going to Lightning application. And I'm saying LA underscore 1302 underscore example 4 underscore LIGHTNING Lightning OUT out. Right? Here I'm supposed to get a checkbox, if you remember. Here I'm supposed to get a checkbox. Right? File, new, Lightning application. Here. See, if you remember, here one checkbox is to be there, one checkbox. Don't worry, it comes, it goes away. So don't get surprised. No problem. Click submit. One application got created. The checkbox, if the way while you create a component, there are some checkboxes are there. What is doing? It is using Lightning, available for Flexi page, available for Lightning home page, available for record page. Here that checkbox is using extends equals to not force SLDS LTNG colon OUT APP Lightning out app. That checkbox will give you Lightning out app file, new Lightning application. Here there's a checkbox is to come. Yes, yes or no? Did you show this checkbox every time?
Yes, sir.
Right now the checkbox is not coming, so don't worry about it. It'll come again. Sometime it comes, and even if it doesn't come, no need to worry about it. Go ahead and type this. The checkbox is doing the same thing. You check it, automatically this will come. Extend Lightning. You don't need to write SLDS. If you're using Lightning out app, it includes SLDS. Why we are using Lightning out app? Whenever you want to export a Lightning component from a Lightning environment to a non-Lightning environment, we use Lightning application. Lightning application has only 2 use, one to preview, one to export. Now I'm using it for export, not for preview. I don't need to click on preview button, nothing will come. Here, what do you want to export? I want to export a button, Rupam. Button, okay? Aura dependency, right? Use a command called aura dependency, 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 resource, sorry, resource equals to, what do you want to export? I want to export lightning button, lightning button button, control S, over. Aura dependency, resource equals to lightning button. I want to take a button out. That's it, guys. Remember this command. Now I will create a Visualforce page. File, new Visualforce page. VF underscore 1302 underscore example 4 underscore lig lightning button lightning button. In a Visualforce, I want a button. See, lightning page, Visualforce page, apex form. Now I'm using a Visualforce command. Apex form. Inside that, apex page block. Title equals to exporting lightning and lightning components. Exporting lightning component. Inside that, inside that apex page block section. Apex page block section. Title equals to VF button. I'll create two sections. I will say lightning button. There are inside the block, there are two sections, guys. One section is right Visualforce button, another section is lighting button. You know how to place a Visualforce button. How that? Right? It's simple. Apex, right? BU, apex, right? Command button. Value equals to submit. One button will come. Rupam, how can I create a lightning button here? First thing, as soon as the apex page start, use apex include lightning. Apex include lightning. Apex include lightning. That's it. First, use this. First step, apex include lightning. Next, wherever you want to put the component, use div. Use div. Wherever you want to put the location, whichever place you want to go ahead and put your button, the lightning component, put div. See, inside lightning button, I have set div. Give a ID. ID equals to LT1, lightning component 1. That is ID. Perfect. Now, write a script tag. SCRIPT script. SCRIPT script. Script tag. Inside the script tag, keep watching. Dollar, you don't need to write any function. lightning lightning dot use. Dollar lightning dot use. This is the command. L capital. Inside that, there are two parameters. P1, P2. There are two parameters. First parameter is right what you want to do. First, give the app name. File, new lightning component. Oh, file, new lightning component application. I'm copying this name of the app. C colon, name of the lightning app. LA, name of the lightning app. Whatever the app name you give, app name. This is the app name you see. LA 1302 example 4 lightning out app. That is what I'm using. Parameter 2. Parameter 2, P2 is, right? I'm writing here, parameter 2. Second parameter. Second parameter is dollar LIGHT lightning dot create component. Create component has how many parameters, if you remember? How many parameters are there in create component?
Three.
3. But here 4. Here 4. First one, what do you want to create? I want to create a lightning button. Here we go, sir. Lightning button. Lightning button. Second parameter, attributes of the button in a curly bracket. Third parameter, location, where do you want to place? LT1. LT1. Where do you want to place? I want to place it at line number 10, LT1. Third parameter is a function. FUNCTI1 function. Total 4 parameters are there. First one, lightning button. Second parameter, attributes or the properties of this button. For example, label. Button has a what? For the button, label. Label equals to submit. Submit. Next, what is that? ICON icon name. I want UTILIT utility colon bug. PUG bug. Comma. Variant equals to brand. See? See?
Open on click.
Right? Wait. We'll come there. On click. How to write a functions on it. Right? Right? As of now, we'll go with this step by step. Brand. That's enough. Function. Once the component is loaded, you can give any variable here, CMP. In this is now my fourth element, fourth parameter, function. In the function, this function gets loaded whenever the button is successfully created. Alert. Mostly we leave it blank. Alert. The lightning button is now created. Control S on the keyboard. Right? Now click on preview. Wait. No, my lightning component didn't come. I got only the VF button, not the lightning button. Let us see, did we made any mistake? A small mistake will not fetch anything. Remember this. First thing is that, right? Lightning out. LTNG out app. A is capital. Perfect. Lightning button. Perfect. I want to export a lightning button. Aura dependency. DPNDENCY. Dependency spelling is correct? Yes. Resource. RESOs. Perfect. So no issues at all. Let's come here. Let's go ahead and see. Div title equals to LT1. Div is there. Include lightning. Yes, include lightning is there. Now, dollar lightning use. Perfect. In that, C colon, the app name, comma, right, comma, right, comma, right. My mistake. It should be function here. I forgot that. That's the reason I'm recollecting my brain, right? You have to write second as a function. This whole, let me take it out. Control X, right? Here, first parameter is this. Second parameter is function. Function, a nameless function. A second parameter is a function. In that function, you have to write all this. What is this? $A create lightning create component. In that function, you have to write, guys. Control S. Now I go ahead and click on preview. Let's see. I go ahead and refresh this component. Still my button didn't come. Let's check. Right? Function. Right? Inside the function, dollar lightning create CREAT create spelling is right. Check whether I made a mistake anywhere. Create component. It has 4 parameters. Create component. Number 1, what do you want to create? Lightning button. Number 2, in the curly bracket, right?
Line number semicolon.
It's not a semicolon, it's a comma. See, line number 20, there's a comma. Control S. Let's check thoroughly. Comma, comma, then lightning location where it is, followed by a function. Right? Perfect. Control S. Now you go ahead. See, your lightning button is now created, and you see that a Visual Force button and a lightning button. A Visual Force button and a lightning button. See, in a VF, I have a lightning button with a bug with a variant. See the difference between 2 buttons now. This is how you call a lightning component. This is how you call a lightning component. Rupam, can I call my custom components that I created? Let me close it, everything again. File, open lightning resources. For example, we did search account somewhere. Search account, if you remember. Open. I click on preview. It's a lightning component where you can start searching anything. You start A and you click on search. Immediately system gives in a tabular format. Tile format is not there. Okay. I want this component to be available. Search. I want this component to be created in Visual Force page. This component. You don't need to write the whole program, guys. You don't need to write the whole program, guys. What do you have to do? Just come here. Click on application. Just come and change extend. What do you have to do? Just come and change here, right? You just need to go ahead and change lightning out. That's it. Extends, don't say force SLDS. Remove it. Take LTNG underscore app out. Out app, sorry. OUT app. LTNG OUT app. Over. Over. Now let's create a Visual Force page. Before we create a Visual Force page, you don't write like this. You have to say aura dependency. AURA aura. What is that? DPNDNCY. Aura dependency. Resource. Resource equals to. Give this C colon. Control C. Put it here. Remove this. Over, guys. This is the way you have to write. Aura dependency. Resource equals to, see, LC, lightning component, example 1, account search. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Control S. I'm doing it for the second time. You just need to create an application with extent equals to lightning out app. Here you can export a button, you can export a card, you can export a custom component. Today, now I'm showing you exporting a custom component. Aura dependency. Rupam, can I have multiple dependencies? We'll see later. But as of now, let's go ahead. Single, new, Visualforce page. VF underscore 1302 underscore example 5 underscore LIGHTNING lightning out custom. See, I'm creating a Visualforce page. First thing, Apex LIGHT, Apex LIGHT, Apex INC LU. What was that? First thing, Apex include lightning, INC include lightning. There we go. First step, include this. Second step, where do you want this component to be visible? You can create your, right, you can go ahead and you can create a page block section. Oh no, Rupam, I want directly to be available here. Wherever you want, use div. Div is the location. Div. Give an ID to it. ID equals to LT2. Directly on the page I'm placing. You can put them inside a page block. Your wish. You can put them inside a page block. You can put them inside a tab. Apex tab tab panel. Apex tab panel. Inside the tab panel, I'm creating Apex tab tab. What is this? I will say label equals to Visualforce. I'll create one more tab. Tab equals to lightning. Inside the tab, I want this to appear. Control X, wherever you want, put that div there. See, now I've taken it inside them. Tab 2. There are two tabs, VF and lightning. Now write the script. SCRIPT script. SCRIPT script. Script starts, script ends. What is this? Dollar LIGHTNING lightning dot use is the command. Dollar lightning dot use has two parameters. One is the app name. Second one is the function. Two parameters are there. App name. What is the app name? Give the app name. C colon. What is the app name? No, it is LA. 901 example 1 search account. Right. LA is the app name. First is app name. Next a function. Function. Like this. Two parameters. Inside the function, you will write, you're going to write what? Dollar lightning use. Right? Dollar lightning use is over. Now dollar create component. Dollar lightning dot create component. See? Create component has 4 parameters. It has 4 parameters. First one, the name of the component that you want to export. Here, what is this? I want to export my dependency is this. Name of the component, LC. Here we go, LC, comma. Do you have any parameters for this? No. So blank curly bracket. Third parameter, location. Where is the location? LT2 is the location. Where do you want to place it? I want to place it in LT2. Fourth parameter, again a function. Function. This is the way. I'm not writing any parameters here because I don't have any parameter. If you want, you can say aura ID. You can go ahead and you can write. See, Control S over. If I have not made any spelling mistake anywhere, if I have not made any mistake, immediately in the tab 2, I should be able to see the search and it should work. Preview. See, VF, nothing. When I click on the lightning tab, right, it didn't got created. Why? Let us check. Let us check from starting. Aura application. Extends. LTNG OUT APP. Perfect. Aura dependency. Spelling is correct. Resource. Spelling is correct. C. This is what the component is. Perfect. Now let's come here. Div LT2. This is where I want to place LT2. Lightning. Use. Perfect. In that, the first parameter is app. Check the app name, whether the app name is correct or not. LA90901, example 1, search account. Perfect. Right? Comma, a function. Right? And this is the way it's writing the function. Dollar lightning create, CREAT, create spelling is also right. Create component. Inside that, the first parameter is your component. What do you want to create? C LC 1901, right? Comma, right? You have any parameters? No. Perfect, right? Then the location, where do you want to place? Yes. Then function that you want to go ahead. I don't see any mistake here. Lightning, include lightning. Perfect, that's also correct. Let's do one thing first. Control X. Let me put at a page level first. Control S. Right. Now I go ahead and I refresh my component. Why it's not coming? Refresh. We made any mistake? Any spelling mistake anywhere? Aura dependency, EXTNDS, lightning out, LTNG, OUT, APP, perfect. Resource, C colon, right? Aura dependency tag I have used, that's also correct. Now here, this is the location. Div ID equals to this, perfect. Script starting, script ending. Dollar lightning, L capital, use, perfect, right? Name, C, LA, application, right? Looks perfect. Comma, the function looks perfect. I don't see anything. Function. In the function, dollar, inside the function, dollar lightning create component, CREAT component. That spelling is also correct. In that, the first parameter is the component name, C colon LC, this component. Perfect. I don't have any parameter. I left the parameter blank. Perfect. Next, the location, right? Where you are placing it. Perfect. Then we have a function, right? You can give any name to the function. Perfect.
From directly we
Right.
are calling application, right?
Yeah, you can.
In the application there is a component, right? Why we are calling again here component?
Because inside the application, the component is there. You can take an application out and you have to call the component individually. That's the way it is structured, right? Application is giving out. It's a use. You're using the application. And in that, you're creating, dynamically you're creating a component. In other words, in the Visualforce, you're creating a component dynamically, right? I don't see any issues anywhere. Control S. I have here a simple, lightning element. Let it put it inside the form. Oh, because it's an input, no? Okay. Apex form. Okay, there we go. Control X. I put it inside the form as of now. Let's see. Form. Now you go ahead and refresh. What happened? Still it didn't came. My component was not done. Where we made a mistake. Aura application. Control S. We saved it. Application. Extends lightning out. I'm just checking it again, guys. Right. Aura dependency. Perfect. Resource is the component name. C:, search account. That's the component we are using. Perfect. Update preview. Let me see. Right. You will not be able to see because you have a lightning out app. See, incorrect use. Lightning component, right? Action failed. So whenever you are creating a lightning app, do not try to click on preview. It will not work. Right. Remember this very well because we are using Aura dependency, right? Aura dependency, right? Resource perfect. Spelling and everything is correct, guys. Please check because now let us see. Include lightning. Perfect. Div ID LT2 and the same ID I'm using here. Right. So for the moment, forget the tab. Script. Start script close. Right. Dollar lightning use. C:, common, right? The second one, comma. After that, the function. Yes. Function start. Lightning. Create component. COMPONET. Perfect. Right. Then this is where the first element, the first parameter, the component. Next. In the curly bracket, I don't have any values. Perfect. Next, the location. After the location, I am writing a function, and inside the function, I'm not writing anything. It's a plain curly bracket. Then it's closes, my close, my script close.
Rupam, inside the function there is no status and error message.
No,
Because
not required.
Okay.
You don't need it. We don't need it. It is nothing but after the component is creating, the message will be displayed, right? If you want, you can put it, comma, error message, comma, status, comma, error message. You can put, but that is not required at this moment, right? Control S. Let me close this. Let me click on preview. It's not yet coming, right? I'm not even getting this. Okay, let's do it from the scratch, guys. right? Let me do it from the 0. File, new, Lightning application. I'll create an application today. LA underscore 1302 underscore example1 underscore no example 5 underscore LIGHT and lightning out custom CS CUST custom. Copy this name. I need this name. I keep it here. Let me hold the name here. Click on submit. Right. In the application extends 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 equals to, what is that? LTNG, right? Lightning OUT APP. Type this. Call the application. How? Aura dependency. Aura dependency. Resource equals to, what is a component? C colon, right? Your component name. Account search. This is the component name I want to take out. Control S. Right? Perfect. File, new, Visualforce page. VF underscore 1302 underscore example 5 underscore LIGHT lightning CUSTM custom COMP. There we go. Apex page, right? I will go ahead. The first thing that I'm going to use are Apex form. I can put lightning, include lightning anywhere. That doesn't make a difference. Apex INC include lightning. The second thing. After this, I want to put my component here. Div ID equals to whatever you want to give. I will say 1. Right? There we go. Div ID equals to 1. Control S. Any problem anywhere? No problem. Now I go ahead and I say script. Script start, script end. Right? Script starts, script ends. Dollar lightning dot use. Lightning dot use. It has 2 parameters. The first one, C colon, the name of the app. Here we go. Name of my app. Comma. The second parameter. The second parameter is a function. Function. Here is a function. Inside the bracket, I will start writing the program. What is that? Dollar lightning. L capital, guys, by the way. Dot create component. Create component. Create component has 4 parameters. Number 1, name of the component that you're creating. C colon. Oh, right. C colon. I'm creating this. LC901. 0901. 1 month back. First element. Second element. The parameters. Currently, I don't have any parameters. Third element. Where do you want to place? 1. I want to place in 1. Fourth element is a function. Fourth element is a function. What is that? Anything. CMP component is a function. Usually we don't write this. Usually we don't write this. Control S on the keyboard. Saving. Click on preview. See, it got created. Now you go and check it out what mistake I made earlier. See, in a Visualforce page, I have a search and it works. This is a Visualforce page. Don't think it's a what do you call it? Lightning. No. Now here, Control X. Apex D tab panel. Apex tab. Label Visualforce. Apex tab. Label equals to lightning. Lightning. And here I'm placing it. Here I'm placing this, right? Whatever the lightning component that I want, I'm placing it here. See, div, my location has changed. Control S. See, let's see whether that is the problem or not. Now I refresh my page. VF, nothing. When I click on lightning, my component should be created automatically. See, no. So it is, when we are placing this inside a tab, our component is not coming up. Inside a tab, my component is not coming up. You can see that. Location I gave, it's not working. Inside a tab. Same thing. Some limitations, right? Let me cut this. Control X. Inside a tab, I'm not able to call my lightning component, right? No change at all. The program remains same. Only thing is that I've put it here like this. Control S. When it comes, when I click on lightning, my component is not coming up, right? Next, I cut this. Control X. I use, right? If you've seen that, if I directly put it, it's coming up. Control S, right? I open it, see it's coming up. Next, I'll put inside it, right? I will put it inside a block. Apex page block. I'm placing inside the block. Control V, Control S. Go ahead and check. Will I get or not? Yes, it's coming up. I'll give a block name. Title equals to block. It comes inside the block also. My lightning component got created inside a page block. D, search. Does it work? Yes, it's working. I create inside a section. It works. Apex page block section. Block section. I put that div inside the block section. Control S. Title. It's a section. Control S. Go ahead and see. In the section also it works. Column equals to 2. You can set it to 1. A search. See how beautifully my lightning component is getting created here. And it's working, by the way. Button, behind the button, the functions are also working. Now, only thing it doesn't work is tab. Why, Rupam? The reason I will tell you now. Control X. I'm removing this page block and everything. Once again, I'm going to the tab panel. Apex tab tab panel. Inside the tab panel, I have a tab. Apex tab. Right? I'm placing in the first tab. Control S. Now you check it out. Wait. Inside the tab only I see it's not working. Otherwise, my component is working everywhere. It doesn't work inside the tab. Why? Now understand. Tab requires initialization separate. Suppose there are two tabs. In the first tab, you say hi. In second tab, I have my lightning component. Rupam, why lightning component doesn't work in a tab? Now you'll understand. As the page loads, right? Hi got loaded, right? Form, somebody saying, okay. Inside that tab, somebody wants to use a form command, okay. Form, apex, for form, right? Control X. Let's see whether that is causing the problem or not. In the tab 2, I have a form. Control S. Right? What happened? What happened? What is the error? Right? Apex form component cannot be nested within a form tag. Already form is there, no? On the top itself, form is there. Here, see. So remove the form. We'll put the inner form. Control S. Form is already there, but somebody typed, so I'm doing it. Refresh. I go to the second one. Still you don't see. It's not the form problem, right? I'm removing the form, right? Apex form, I'm removing it. Already form is there here. The problem is that double initialization. What does that mean? See, when the page load, that right, whenever this page is loading, right, or which one? Let me close it. Click on preview. You see that on the address bar here, the globe rotates. This cloud icon, blue icon rotates. When you click on tab 2, again you see that it rotates. That means every tab it's initializing. I click on tab 1, it's initializing. I click on tab 2, you see that this globe will rotate for a second. Double initialization is happening. That means if you have 3 tabs, total how many times this page is getting initialized? 3 plus 1 at the time of loading 1, and then there are 3 tabs. I click on tab 1, see again it's re-rendering. Double refresh is happening. Whenever there is a double re-rendering, my form, my lightning component doesn't work. If I don't use tabs and everything, Rupam, if I don't use this tab panel, it's working fine. Absolutely, it's working fine. You can see Control S. Why? Because in a single initialization, the component is getting created. It is not rotating twice. But if you put a tab, when you click on you will load the page, initialized. Tab also got initialized, 2 initialized. Then you click on tab 2, third initialization is happening. Whenever there is a multiple initialization, lightning component cannot be created in a Visualforce page. Lightning component cannot. In a single initialization instance, only lightning components get created. Right? Like in the form. As the page form loads, there is no tabs. Tab requires separate initialization. Remember this. And hence, lightning component cannot be called inside the Visualforce tabs because tabs are separately initialized. They doesn't get initialized along with the page. Only with the page initialization, lightning component will be created. Clear now? Understood? Anybody has a question? Anybody has a question? Yes? Yes or no? Anybody has a question?
Rupam.
Understood why inside the tab it didn't work? Because when you click on each tab, you will see that it will reinitialize that tab. Wherever there is multiple initializations, Lightning components cannot be created there. Lightning component has to be created at the time of initialization of the core, the main component, the page. Hence, directly if you use in the page, it works. If you put inside the tab, because all the tab contents are not initialized with the page, they are reinitialized after the page gets loaded, and hence it doesn't work there. So script, and this is the command. Coming to the button, if you remember that I created a button, on click. On click will call only Java function, right? Rupam, let me close this. Let me, okay, cancel, save it. I'm saving the page. I'm closing it. File, open, Visual Force page, pages. First one I created a button. Now I'm opening the button page. Button. Here we have said lightning label, right? Here my button is getting created, a page. Here on click. Somebody said, hey Rupam, on click. O and on CLICK, on click. Whenever you on click this, mostly you can initialize, whenever you're saying on click, you can initialize only Java functions. And because this is a lightning button, you have to initialize a lightning function. Now, right? Remember that whenever you are creating a component, right? It's a create component. In create component also we created a lightning button, if you remember. There, here we say get reference. Get reference. If you remember, in a dynamic component concept, what you have used? You have seen that we have used an option called as get reference. Component dot get reference. component component dot get reference, and then we give the name. What is that? C, comma, show me or call me, and you write one more function. You write one more function. But here it is not the case. That means on click are mostly written before you export the button. You have to write the click in the lightning itself. Corresponding controller has to be written in the lightning itself, and then you use here. Then you use here, right? You can call as a custom component. Now you have to go ahead, and if you say component dot reference call me, right? C dot call me, or let's say that I will try to call like this, a function called call me. Control S on the keyboard. I write one more function, one more script, SCRIPT script. Another script I'm writing, SCRIPT script. Here I will say function, FUNCTION, function. Function what? Function call me. Function call me. Function call me. Right? Function. Here I will say, right? Hi, alert. Hi. See? Function call me. Control S. Let's preview the page, whether it works or not. Preview. My lightning button then got created. Right? Why? Because system is not able to find this component.get reference. On click, directly call this. Let's see. Somebody clicks on it. On click, Control S. On click, call me. Sorry, what I'm doing with the comma. I'm missing it. Control S. I'm saving it. Let's see. See, lightning button is now created. Click. There is an error. See, when you click on it, D run is not a function. D dot run, right? Failing description, lightning button controller. So that means, remember that whenever you click on it, system is not able to find that controller for this. Call me. Call me. Suppose you say Rupam, let's put it in the same function. I'm doing a lot of trial and error to show you how does the whole things work, right? Because when you go to the real time, you need to do a couple of things like this. Function call me. My button gets created. Yes, sir. See, lightning button is now created. I click on submit. System is not able to find action failed. Lightning.button controller dot handle click. D.run is not a function. System is not able to find this on click call me. Here is the call me. System is not able to find. Even if you use, right, even if you use component component dot get get referenc reference component dot reference, right? In that, I will say c dot call me, c dot call me, c dot call me, c dot call me. Let's start. Component dot get reference. Control S, right? Let us refresh. See, in such case, components are not getting created. How will I handle this? This can be handled only by creating a custom component. Only creating a custom component, you can handle the situation. Calling a JavaScript from a Lightning controller within the same function, it's doesn't work. So in other words, right, to do this requirement, file, new, go ahead and create a Lightning component first. What is that? My BTN. I'm creating a component called as my BTN. Here, I will use whatever you want. Lightning button. Lightning button. Label equals to submit. Right? Icon name equals to, right? Whether you put this or not, that doesn't make a difference, right? Equals to utility utility colon bug. But functions has to be written. On click, on click, on click equals to exclamation c dot call me. This you have to write here in the controller itself. Lightning button takes only lightning controller. Lightning buttons, if you are using this lightning button, you cannot call any other external controller. You can call only lightning controller. Now I'll say alert. Hi. When you click the button, hi will be displayed. This is the component. Now you have to go ahead, file, new, lightning application. You have to check that button. My button APE. If you're not getting checkboxes, don't worry. Use extend. Extends equals to, right? What is that we are going to put? Right? Extend equals to lightning LTNG OUT APP out app. Here aura dependency. Aura DPNDNCY. Aura dependency. Right? Resource. Resource equals to C colon. What is that? My BTN. My BTN. Done. Now you will use it here. Right? Same way. In the place of this, I will use my BTN APP. My BTN APP. My BTN APP. What is this? Right? I want C colon. my component is C colon what? My BTN. Label, I don't need. Icon name, I don't need. Variant, yes, I can pass it from here. See, on click you have to write there. Remaining all you can pass it from here, guys. Only the on click you have to write within the button and then you have to use it. Right? Like this you can pass. Like this you can pass. Right? So variant, my button, variant. Right? Control S. If everything is correct, button will appear there. Anyhow, this function is not required. This doesn't work. This script's also not required. Control S. Now, right? An internal server error has occurred. Right? Internal server. Okay, let's remove this also. Let's keep this piece completely. Control S. Right? Okay. Now I go to my page, refresh. What happened? Did I put my spelling wrong anywhere? C colon. My BTNAPP. Perfect. Lightning create component. My BTN. Right? LT1. Right? I'm inside using the page block. I mean, what I'm doing? I'm calling right, no? BTN. LT1, my BTN, LT1 function. So what is the problem? Control S, right? Aura, BPN dependency, perfect. My button, call me is also there, right? Let me click on preview. An internal server error happened. See the challenges? It has given ID. Now you don't even know where is the error, what is the error. There is no way to debug this. An internal server error has happened to create a button, right? What is this? Exporting lightning component, LT1. Now in the place of this, C colon, my app, my button, my BTN AP, spelling mistake. See, here, BTNAP, Control S. Now let's see. See, there the button got created. You click on submit, hi will come. In other words, you have to write, always create a custom component and then call that component in your Visualforce page. This is the way you have to call it, right? Writing a separate function and calling that function here, I can give variant, variant, variant. Now I'm giving some value to it. What is that? Variant, 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 colon, success. Success. Let's see whether it works or not, right? So I have taken variant equals to success. Control S, right? Let me refresh. A button will now be created. But you see that the variant didn't got applied. My button variant. So in other words, even if you are declaring everything, then declare it within the component first and then call the component using create component. Why these properties are given? These properties are given, right? In the next release of Salesforce, you would be able to pass the button functions also. In next release of Salesforce, what will happen is that this piece here on click, you can call a custom function, another JavaScript also with the help of Lightning. As of now, these are always, we leave it blank. It only takes the system value, right? Or the default value of the attributes if you have defined. If you have defined any default value of an attribute, you can use it here. This is the purpose. I am creating one more now, and now everything will be crystal clear. File, new, lightning component, right? I am creating my card. I am creating my card, right? Keep watching. I created my card. Now I'm saying aura component, LIGHT lightning card, lightning card. In this, let me say that I'll say aura attribute. What is Rupam? If we can't use it, then why this was given? Now I will show you. Aura attribute. ATTRIBUT, aura attribute. ATTRIBUT, aura attribute. Name equals to employee name, EMP name. Type equals to string. Default, see I'm using default here, DFAULT. Default equals to Rupam. One attribute got created. I'm creating one more attribute, right? I'm saying employee city, CITY. I'm not giving any default value. I'm not giving any default value. Employee salary, SAL salary. I'm giving a default value as 20,000. Lightning card. Title. Title equals to EMPLOY, employee DETALS, details. Right? Icon name equals to standard colon ACC, standard colon account. Now I will say lightning input, right? Label, LABL, label equals to employee name. Whatever the data that you enter here, value will go to what? To an attribute. Exclamation, V dot, EMP name. Like this, I have three attributes. Control C, Control V. Right? I've copied it twice. Employee city, employee salary. Whatever you enter in the city, you will go in the city. Whatever you enter in salary will go to the salary. When the page load, it will load with Rupam and salary. Control S. Now I will create a lightning app. I will say my card AP. My card AP. Remember these names. Small mistake we commit, it will not work. And then we keep on searching. Submit. How do you write it? Extends. Force, no force. Here we'll say LTNG app out app, OUT APP. Here, aura dependency. AURA, aura DEPENDNCY. Resource equals to C colon. What is the name? My card. Control S. What happened? Invalid. Resource spelling is wrong. SRESOURC. Resource. Done. Now I'll create a Visual Force page. File, new, Visual Force page. VFLT. My page is VFLT. Lightning page. Right? Apex form. You can use lightning also in the front, not issue. Include lightning. Next, Apex INC include lightning. Done. Next, where do you want to place it? I want to place the card here. Div ID 2. I created one, now I'm creating 2. Next, script. Script. Inside this, dollar lightning, LIGHTNIG, lightning, use, it has two parameters. Number one, the app name. C colon, what is that? VF, now my card AP. My card AP is my app name, comma. Second parameter, light function, FUNCTION function. No caps, FUNCTION function. Inside the function, we start writing the program. What is this? Dollar LIGHTNING lightning dot create component. In this, there are four parameters. Number one, what do you want to create? C colon, my card, I want to create. Second, here we go. I told you to leave blank. No. Now I can pass the value. For example, EMP city. EMP city is equals to Hyderabad. This is what it is useful for. Like this, if you have more parameters, for example, salary is 200. No, I want the salary to be overwritten. Here it is. EMP sal 20,000. I want to set it to 75,000 with a comma. See. Third, where do you want to place it? I want to place it in 2. Fourth, a function. CMP. If I've not made any spelling mistake, right? You will see that I will get a lightning card with name Rupam, city Hyderabad, employee salary as 75,000. Review. Anywhere any mistake?
You missed a comma after 2. Line number 14 or 15.
Line number 14, after 2 I missed a comma. Perfect. Yes, Control S. Go ahead, review. Still it didn't turn up. Oh, turned up. See, it created. Rupam, default value. City, Hyderabad. From where did you pass? We passed it while creating in Visualforce. That is the use of attribute. Attributes are not used only for passing the component, right? Like variant, icon name. Custom attributes can also be passed with it. That is the use. If you are using a custom component, then you can pass the values like this. That is the use. Otherwise, if you have already defined the attribute in the component, then don't define here. If you have defined there and you have to redefine here, then you can use it. Employee cell 75. If I don't use this one, then 20,000 will be loaded on the screen. See, while creating component, 75,000 came in. And this is what dynamically created. Where? In Visualforce. This is not in Lightning now. Inside the Visualforce, we are calling this. Right? Understood now, everyone? Anybody has any questions? Yes. Understood? How to export a Lightning component in a Visualforce page using Lightning use and Lightning create component. With 2 predefined functions, you will be creating a Lightning component in a Visualforce page. Do you need it? Yes. Where do you need it in real time? In real time, whenever you have a migration, I spent this much time here. Why, Rupam? Because this is required. All project in the real time, remember that, requires migration. And this is one of the most important concept in migration, because every project in the past would have created in a Visualforce page. Let's see that in the Visualforce page, you have 3 sections or 2 sections are there. Like this, section 1, section 2. It's a Visualforce page, okay? This is a Visualforce page, let's assume, not a Lightning component. You want to migrate to Lightning component. You can create this one and you can create this piece and you can migrate to Lightning, and in single Visualforce page, this will be Lightning and this will be VF. This section is VF and this piece, the whole is a Visualforce page. That means half of them will be Visualforce page, 80% Visualforce page, 20% Lightning. Then 60% Visualforce page, 40% Lightning. Then 50% Visualforce page, 50% Lightning. Then that means slowly you will be overriding the Visualforce components. 60% Visualforce, 40% Lightning. Then 75% Visualforce, 75% Lightning, 25% Visualforce. Like this, slowly you'll replace everything, and finally you will remove the Visualforce and you'll keep only the Lightning. This is the migration strategy. Suddenly, if you change to Lightning, all the employees might feel uncomfortable, because for the last 10 years they have been working with a classic environment. They have been habitual of seeing a classic screen. Suddenly, one fine morning, they log in and they say that everything has changed. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, their production will be lost. Everything will become slow because they are habitual of, they need to get habitual with the new screen. This is the strategy that we need to follow. This is the strategy that we follow. This is the strategy that we follow. Why we need to use a Lightning inside a Visualforce? Due to the migration strategy. Whichever component you have developed and tested, those components, you will start placing them in the Visualforce page. And you'll be slowly replacing. So you created one component, you place here. You created another component, you place here. Like this. Like this. And slowly you replace all the Visualforce components. Getting it, guys? This is called migration strategy. Right? We replace a component slowly. We don't replace all the Visualforce component. Finally, you will remove this. And the whole page will be a Lightning page. Clear? Anybody has any questions? Right? Why do you need a Lightning component in a Visualforce page? It is for migration. We migrate, right, all the elements of Visualforce in a systematic phased manner. And that is the reason we use it. Next, what are the Lightning important topics? Anybody has any questions? Anybody has any questions?
Hi, Rupam.
Now, what are the yes, tell me.
Rupam, this is small request, Rupam. When I open the videos, there is not having topic, Rupam. There is like class 1 to MP4 like that it is displaying.
If you want a topic, then the videos will be delayed. You want videos to be available like a lightning speed, then topic will not be there. You have to choose any one. If I want to, if I know that I am teaching topic, so if I load it, right? If I'm teaching a topic, if I want to load it, then in that case, it will take time for me to download the video, convert the video. It will take time. I've given this work to admin, right? An admin is downloading the video, they are downloading it, processing it, and they are uploading the video. You know, that is the reason I'm giving today's class date. All the components I'm giving that, right? I'm not sure whether the videos are coming with the dates or not. I told them to put the dates there so that you know which class, what is
Dates are
happening.
not coming, only MP4.
Okay then. So I'll tell them that to
One
put
to
the dates.
1.mp4 like that it is getting.
I know that. See, because the
Okay.
videos are getting late from my end, I asked the admin to go ahead and put the videos. An admin doesn't know the topic unless until I call them, tell them. They just download it, they upload the videos. So that is what is happening. I'm trying to inform the admin, but you know that getting, after the class is over, I'll got stuck. Sometime they don't get the time to call me, or they call me, I don't pick up the phone. So they just upload the videos so that the videos are available to you at the earliest. That was the main aim. Because in the past, I've seen videos are getting delayed because me processing and dedicating my life for you, it's not getting possible. So I have gave the admin to dedicate the life for you, and they're doing it. Right? Anyone, you want the videos to be available soon, then it'll not have names. If you want the videos with a name, then you have to wait for 2 days. If it's okay, you tell me whichever you want, I'll do that.
At least date, Rupam.
Yes, I'll ask them to put the date. That should be good. Yes. I'll ask them to put the date while putting the name there.
Okay, Rupam, thank you.
Right? Welcome. Now, what are the important topics in Lightning where you should focus? 01, component bundle. Focus on component bundle. 02, that includes what is component, what is controller, what is helper, what is style, right? Style, what is SVG, what is documentation, what is re-render, render. Component bundle is must. Component bundle. Second, event. Both component and application event. Focus on both the events. Third, right? Third, focus on aura components. Aura elements or components like aura if, right? Aura if, what else? Aura set, aura if, right? Aura iteration,
Method.
for each, ITRATION, method. All the auras are logics. Remember that. All the lightnings are designing. Aura set, it's a logic to set a location. Aura if, it's a logic if else statement. Aura iteration, it is for what? Repeating. It is for repeating something. Aura iteration. Aura method, it's a method. All the aura components are logics. Remember that. Logics in component is aura. If you want to write a if statement in, you can write an if statement in controller, if else. Can you write an if else statement in a component? No. Then how will you write it? Using aura. Aura if. Aura, I want to write a loop, aura iteration. See, you want to declare a variable, aura attribute. Aura attribute. In other words, logical language are aura. Designing language like button, a button will come. We call them as lightning. That is the reason in component we have a mix of aura plus lightning. Focus on aura components. more on what is Aura attribute, what is Aura method, what is Aura iteration, what is Aura set, what is, right, if Aura components. Next, focus on, right, dynamic component.
Data structure.
Right, we'll come there. Focus on dynamic components. Focus on dynamic component. How to create a dynamic component. Focus on LDS, Lightning Design, not design system, Lightning Data Service. Both form and programming. Form-based, programming-based. Force record data. Force record data. Force record data. Focus on Lightning Data Service. Right? 05, 06. Lightning data. Lightning LTNG. Lightning data. SObject data, how to initialize it. Set arrays, how to declare it. Lightning data. Right? Next. Lightning LTNG. Lightning client-side controller to server-side controller, Apex class. 4 steps. Class has to be Aura, @Aura enabled. It has to be static. It has to be public. It has to be a return type. Here, how do you write? 4 step. Get, set params, callback, enqueue. Lightning client-side controller to server-side controller. Remember this. 08. Interface. With attribute, with event, with method. Interface. Remember this. 09. Lightning out. What we discussed today. 010. Flexi page. Lightning app builder. Lightning app builder. Right? 12. Right? 12. Right? Tokens. Use of tokens. Where the tokens are used, how the tokens are used. Right? Tokens. 11. Tokens and styles. Tokens and CSS. Tokens and styles in simple word. 12. 12. Right. Right. Next. What else you need to think? Data table. Tables. Data tables and columns. All the data tables and columns.
Rupam, I have one doubt.
Focus. Yes, tell me.
Rupam, how to call, suppose if I'm calling from Apex class and I want to display the data in the data table, but if there is any relationship between two objects, how to make the columns in data table? I tried with relationship like __ r and it is not displaying.
Using what? Using an Apex class?
Using an Apex class, I want to display the data table with those two objects are in relationship. And how to declare the columns in controller.
1 minute, sir. Right? Let's save it. Whenever you are creating an Apex class, you have to fetch the data there itself. There is no relationship supported in Lightning. CL, right? Contact ACC CON. I've created a class. Wait. Come on, what's happened? Network is gone. Can you hear me, guys? Yes or no?
We can hear you.
Why it's not creating a class? It's not completed. Okay. Control S. I want the data from both account and contact table. Somebody told me this. What will you do? Public static list of, what do you want? ACCOUNT account, list of account, or list of contact, CONTACT, anything, list of contact, right? List of contact. Con is my method. Return type is must. So list of contacts, C is equals to write an SQL statement. Write an SQL statement. Select ID, comma, name, comma, phone, comma, fax, comma, INT. No. First name, comma, last name, comma, email. These are coming from where? From a contact table, comma, ACCOU into account dot name, comma, ACCOU into account dot fax, comma, ACCOU into account dot INDUSTRY, right? Fax, comma, account dot industry from CONTACT contact. You have to fetch the data directly here. Lightning will not do that. Control C, go and fetch the data and check whether it's coming or not. Go to the query editor, put the query here, click on execute. Am I getting? Yes. I have a contact data plus relationship table account data. You see, Rose Gonzalez, email is rose@judge.com here. This you will return to your Lightning. So what is the problem? I will say return, RETURN, return C. Return C. Control S, @Aura enabled. @Aura enabled. Tell me, what is the problem then?
No, why here I am doing the same thing, but the thing is when I want to display the column in data table, when we write a controller, right, to display the columns, how to display the column with account dot, when I try to write the field name as it is, but that is the thing is not working.
It's not coming when you write an account dot I is capital. Have you checked? Account
Yeah.
dot, there you're saying first name, last name. You're saying first name, last name, right? There also field name also has to be account dot in, right? Industry, same way. Field name, API field name is equals to account dot industry. Show me if that is a problem. Same thing. If you have a screen, share with me in the data table.
I'm sharing.
Because if I start writing, then it will take time. Yeah, please. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Sriram.
Sriram. Okay, right click. I give you a presenter, right? Okay, let's do one thing, Sriram. First, let's complete this. Then we'll come to the doubt. Okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise, the class. Let's complete this. The people who want to leave, they can leave, and they who want to stay because it's already getting 12. Right? It's getting a little bit delayed. Now, these are the topics you need to focus on Lightning. If you focus this on Lightning, that's enough. All your component controller, right? Events, right? Dynamic components, Lightning data service, right? Interfaces. If you are able to create this, this is enough. These are the topics which everyone needs to focus before you go for an interview. Along with that, by next weekend, not now, no jumping, by next weekend, you will get Lightning interview questions also. We will give you lightning interview questions, right? Lightning interview questions. Let me go ahead and show you first. Right, here we go. Plus, you will get a lightning code book, a separate code book. You will get it. Where is that? 2000 code. Okay. Lightning interview questions. Let me first open it. SFDC lightning interview questions. Yes. Plus, you will get a lightning code book. Please read this document before going. I will, if you want, you can start attending your interviews now. But please read this 30-page document. All the right lightning related questions. How many are there? Should be 150 somewhere. Right? 108 questions are there in lightning. With answers. So read this second thing. Third, you will also get a code book. Code book. No, not here. Lightning materials. Let me see. Oh, that's a material. Then that's the same thing. In this code book, you have, here it is, lot of programs which we did in the class, program which we didn't touch. Some additional programs will be there. 113 page, you can understand. Other than your course book, you will get this all code book. See how many examples are there? Almost 57 examples are there, including re-render. You see, re-render on page number 109. So please review these documents. Here the explanations are also there. This is something like, a book other than the course material. You have an introduction to the topic and then input values. What are the different input values available? Program and then the output of a program. Screens. Right? See, I gave you a login page homework, you remember? See how to create exactly this page. Precisely the same. It's available here. How to debug. With this, it will be there. How to debug. Right? How to use this carousels and everything. Some outputs I have not given. How to create. Right? When you click on app manager, you see that the app manager comes up. Rupam, I want to create my own app manager. So these programs are here. Aura iterations. Very important book. Right? Please refer, including code. Completely solved book. Solved. Everything is solved for you here. It's given to you. So this book cannot be downloaded. You can only use it. Right? Along with that, you'll also get the course material, which I believe it's already there. Lightning course material. With that, it's already there. Should be there. The course material should be there. Right? Which is nothing but a soft copy. Here is Salesforce Lightning. The course material is already there. This is the Lightning course material. 61 page, because I didn't give you notes. So please refer to these notes. Here, a lot of diagrammatic definitions, how the execution happens, everything is there. How to apply styles and everything. What is the documentation? Complete definition, SVG, right? Design, how the LDS works, what is the flow of LDS? A complete document will be available. I believe it's already given. Is it? Or it's not given to you? Is it given? Shared or not shared?
Yes, it's there.
It's there, right? Okay, then fine then. Refer to this document also. A complete end-to-end, because I didn't give you lightning notes much, so please refer. By this, we complete your lightning. Next week onwards, we will start your LWC classes, your LWC, Lightning Web Component. This will continue for another 1.5 months. LWC will continue for next 1.5 months. right? That will be the next level, little bit higher level, right? We will not be using Salesforce. We'll be using a tool called as Visual Studio Code, SFDX command. So everybody has to go to your, right, which I believe you might have already did it, MS Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio. Please download it. Download the Visual Studio. Keep it ready for the next class. Visual Studio Code, download. Visual Studio Code, what is this? Code. It's a free. Download the Visual Studio Code and keep it ready. Here we go. Download for Windows. Right? Keep it ready. Next week we might need. We will discuss the structure of everything and we'll start creating an LWC. And this time we will not use Developer Console. We'll use a tool called as Visual Studio Code. Next 1.5 months on Visual Studio Code. So that you should know how to use IDE also. Salesforce IDE. Right? That's it for Lightning. If you have any question, you can still continuing in the LWC class. You can come back to me with Lightning doubts also. No issues. Right? For the next 1.5 months, you can still come back to me with the Lightning doubts also during the LWC class. It is only that we are now moving to Lightning Web Component. Next topic. Your Aura-based programming comes to an end. Anybody has any questions before I go to Sriram? Anyone?
No, Rupam.
Perfect. People who want to drop, they can drop. People who want to stay, they can stay. It's your wish. Right, Sriram? I've given you the sharing right.
Yeah, I'm
right.
opening Rupam. Is my screen with...
Perfect. 1 minute. 1. Perfect. So where is that?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a query Rupam, which I for getting the card details. This is a price, product name, and these are the things. When I click on query editor, it should be fine.
Okay, go ahead. You're getting the
See,
result, right?
these are the products available in my cart, in my product page.
Whatever it is, that's correct. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Then
right.
This is a component, and I call the controller.
Show me the class. Show me the class once.
Yeah. Okay. This is the class.
Return this, or enabled, and card details, get card details. Okay, perfect. Now go back to the component.
This is a component, and this is a controller name.
Controller. Perfect. App hostable. That's good.
Data. This is the light.
Right. The column created. Perfect. Now come to the column structure. Come to the controller.
This is a controller.
So what is happening?
Here I am writing the name, product name I want to fetch, and I want to fetch product price.
Correct.
Sir,
okay.
Sorry, sir.
Tell me.
The class is still recording, right?
Yeah, it's going on.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Product name and product price, but I am getting the data. See, I am getting empty table, but not getting the data.
So that is not the problem with the, that's the problem with that. There might not be data. Written in type has an issue. Go ahead, come here. So structure is working fine.
Yes, right? Structure is fine. Suppose
so
the
data is not
my functionality is when I search the product and when I click on add to cart, that should be displayed in the data. When I click on add to cart, that should be displayed in the cart details. Sorry, cart item details. I already click on add to cart, but this data is not displaying here.
From where the data is coming up? I mean, is it coming from the table or?
It is coming from this functionality. Actually, this add to cart button functionality.
Then you have to use push. Then you have to use push. You have to store this data in a. Go back to the controller. See, the problem is not there. If it's coming directly from the database. So now let me see. Right. Scroll down.
Use table trth. It is coming. The data is coming. Suppose I am uncommenting this, and I am And I'm
Using
commenting
your
the
HTML table structure, it's coming, you're saying, right?
it is coming, but the thing is, while I'm using data table, it is not coming. And now I click on, now I went to that, went to the tab. I click on refresh, and the cart is displaying the data. See, it is displaying the data here.
Okay, now go back. Let me go ahead and check. Fine, go ahead, no issues. Right.
Okay.
So go to controller. Right now,
Status
to the
triple equals to success.
no,
He
that's
kept
okay.
the
Triple equals
status.
to no. Triple equals to is also good.
Triple equal to yeah.
That's also good. Double equal to triple equal doesn't make a difference. Component dot set v dot card details equals to response dot get return value. Right. Okay. So whatever the return value you're getting, that you're passing it to there. Right. And v dot card details response dot. Right. And in the data table, you're using card details. That's correct. Show me.
Yes.
The data table in the component.
In the component here, the data table is data equal to card details, and this is the attribute.
V
Name
dot
equal to
v dot card details. It's a list. It's you're saying okay. Rather than list, 1 minute. Don't use list there. Remove list.
you want me to write the card component?
Card component with an error. Right. That is the table name. Sure.
Yeah, this is the table name. Yeah.
Go back to the controller. No. I need not to go there. I don't need object manager. Go back to developer console. Go back to the class. Developer console class. Apex class. The controller.
Apex, right? Just a minute. Yeah, I'm dragging the tabs. Okay. Yeah, this is a
Cart underscore C. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. There we see cart underscore C type. Now control S and check.
okay. I'm uncommenting this and I'm commenting that. Here, Rupam, you gave the homework, right? Add to cart. I'm trying that, but okay.
No, I know that. Now go ahead and refresh.
Okay. Yeah, no, data is not coming.
Even the array data is not coming. Go back to the controller. Let's see. Let's fix it. Why it's not coming? Go up. Right here, product underscore this. Your setting, and let us see.
We can editable through. We can remove all these things.
That's okay. That doesn't make a difference for us, no? Editable, true, not true. That doesn't make a difference for us. Right? Component dot get.
When you check the Apex class, the exact name I am giving product underscore r dot name.
That's exactly has to be there, right?
Yeah.
Field name is this. That's perfect. Underscore r relationship, right? Component dot. You're getting that. If success, scroll down. I don't see any errors anywhere. Scroll down.
But when in Google,
component dot set
for this relationship.
Data table should work. V dot details response dot get return value car details. Whatever you're getting, system is returning the value. That's perfect. Shouldn't be a problem. Why it's coming null then?
I don't know.
Go to the no, that's okay. Go to the component.
Okay. So this is a component attribute and card details and column.
I go to cart equals to array of the testing equals to cart v dot cart details. Okay, don't give a gap after the v explanation. Remove it.
Okay.
Now say control S.
Okay.
Check.
Still it is not coming.
Still it's blank.
Yeah.
Why it's waiting blank? You should get the data. Go back. Let's see. The card details.
Your ID should be I capital or smaller, right? Not an issue.
Small only. Okay. Keep I capital once. Let's see. It's a smaller only, I know. Go ahead and check.
Yeah. Logo is changed already 2022.
All right. No, I should be small only.
Yeah, I should be
Developer
smaller.
console. I is small always. That's okay. Column is column. Column is there. In the column, the data is not able to set. V dot column. V dot column. Do one thing. Wait. Line number 18. Somebody says. What has 18? That's a button.
But that's a place order button. When we click on place order button, order would be created.
Okay, that's okay. That's not a problem. Go to the right controller, please now.
Okay.
Do one thing. Remove the second label. Line number 7. Comment it for a minute. Line number 7.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Now let's see. Now there is no relationship. Okay. That is also a relationship, right?
Yeah, that is also relation. But name is only coming. Product price is not displaying.
Go back to the
Yeah,
controller.
Okay.
API field name underscore product underscore perfect. Product name. Look, now the first one is product name. No, so it should come. The first one should come. Now there is no
Yeah.
relationship.
No. Yeah, it is coming. It is coming the product name, but data is not displaying. Here the data has to be displayed.
No, I got it. I got it. I got it. See, now we are not. If its relationship is not a problem there, go back there. Label product name.
Here the relationship is there, right? Product and cart both are in a relationship, and we are dragging with dot.
That's okay.
Underscore.
Right. This is a custom table dot field name. Product is a custom table. Oh, with the R you're dragging. Okay.
Yeah, R
Right.
R means
Do one thing.
relationship.
Do one thing. Price underscore C. Right.
Can I?
Okay. No. Go ahead and take price underscore C. Copy this second field. Price underscore C. Go to the controller. Put price underscore C there. Field name. Yep. Remove this. Remove this.
Okay.
Put price. Now go ahead and refresh. See data is coming or not.
It will come. Data is
Price
coming, but the relationship is not working.
Only the relationship whenever we are choosing it. Do one thing. Now add the first column. Now enable the second column. Okay. Enable the second column. Yep. Enable.
Okay.
Save. Now see what is happening.
Product name is actually price should be there.
That's okay.
Here.
That's okay. The price is here, right? And relationship data is not coming up. It's not displaying the relationship data. Okay, go there.
But we need to write a wrapper class for this this data table. Or otherwise we'll use only the TRTH, that HTML
No,
table.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Either a wrapper class or it has to be. It's not taking directly the relationship. That means you have to create a wrapper and then you have to use it.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not taking the relationship. It should be taking it. Did you? So it's not taking then. By this, it's not taking. Right.
Yeah, it's
so
not.
You have to create. So you have to create a wrapper class only. There is no other option. Or you have to go by HTML TRs table tag.
Okay, yeah, TRTH is completely working fine, not an issue here for this.
So here you have to create a wrapper and then reflect the wrapper and do it then. That's the only way then.
Yes.
Should be coming up.
Yes.
I mean, right. I never heard this one. I mean, relationship never coming up.
In a data table, relationship is not working.
Right, relationship is not working. Because most of the time we are using wrapper only, so that's the reason we didn't encounter this directly, the table relationship. So direct table relationship is not working. Let me do one thing. Let me see, check on it, okay?
Okay,
right?
okay, Rupam,
Whether it's any other alternative ways there to display this or not.
Yeah, sure,
right?
sure, definitely. Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah,
See that when you give a task, new things comes out, guys.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm trying to implement add to that functionality, but I'm not getting it.
Okay.
Actually, I did here. Actually, when I place the button in the footer,
good. At least see.
but it is not working. Then I took the lightning record edit form. So customer has to enter manually the product name and click on add to cart, then only it will go by using that navigate event, and cart item is already created, and I wrote a trigger with cart item, then automatically orders get created. But here also I'm not displaying the names of order and all. Here some more modifications are there. I have to work on it here.
Correct. You're getting only the IDs there, right?
IDs,
so you have to find. Okay, good one. See, these type of tasks gives you a complete exposure of what is required, what combinations you have to work on, what are the limitations. See, tomorrow if somebody asks an interview, tell me what are the limitations have you faced, then you can say that, hey, while creating a data table, with relationship table data is not getting displayed. So that is the challenge we faced. How did you encounter it? Using a custom HTML table commands. See, if you have worked, you will come to know an answer. This situation has come today, so you know the answer, what to do. So tomorrow if somebody asks you in the interview, you should be able to say, these are my things that I'm doing, right? And these are the disadvantage and how do you overcome the problem and everything. You do that, right? Okay, that's good. Anything else, anyone?
And one more thing, Rupam, how to navigate from global navigation tab is there, right? Suppose here is the tab home, sign up form, search product categories. When I want to launch this application, this entire thing in a application, but here the tabs are not working for me, the orders and products and all.
When tabs are not working in the sense?
Means when I try to launch this application, suppose when I click on home, automatically home is coming, right?
So create a flexi page, home page, no? Modify this page. When you go to the app builder, there is an option called home page.
Yeah.
Right?
No, actually I'm using dynamic component.
Oh, so whatever it is, the first component has to be, a physical component, right? A physical component only we call a dynamic component. So with that physical component, create a home page.
Okay.
With a physical component, create a home page.
Yeah, here I tried. When I click on sign in, automatically see one carousel image came up, and here see I put these tabs, right? Home, category, search product. When I click on category, it is not. I don't know what I have to put here. I tried with tab panel and all, but it is not working, and search product is also not working. When I click on search product component will be displayed, and product list component would be displayed. Here how to write that one.
So what? Oh, can you show me this page? Carousel is fine. On the top, you have created tab, right? Lightning tab.
Yeah, lightning, not lightning. Actually, that is lightning navigation item.
1 minute.
Here.
Where is? Show me.
Yeah, here is actually the thing is here. Not here. Yeah, this is the component I'm calling PR01 tabs. When I click on PR01 tab.
Go to the main page. Main page. Yep.
Yeah, here only. Actually, this is a navigation which I found it in that component
use
library.
lightning tab. No. Don't use the component library. Use lightning tabs.
Okay,
Use tabs. In the tab, there's a command called as lightning tab.
Yeah, lightning tab and lightning tab panel is there. Yeah.
Right, tab panel tab is there. When you click on the tab, then inside the tab, call the component. Automatically, this will be called. When you click the tab called product, the product component will load.
Okay, I'll try this.
Getting it? Try with that.
Yeah.
That will be quite easier. If you're using navigation, right, then you have to do a little bit of programming more. Try with tab. If not, then we'll come here. Tab should be working fine. Use lightning tab rather than these navigations.
Yeah, sure, Rupam.
Right?
I'll use it. Yeah.
Sure. Anyone?
Yeah.
Any other questions, guys? Anyone? Any other questions?
Can I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah, not a problem. So that's it for today. Let's meet next Saturday, right? And we'll continue with LWC. So till then, thank you. Have a nice and wonderful day, guys. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
welcome.
sir.
Bye.